Hello, trading is closed on November 20th, 2023. We'll stick with our standard format. We'll go over our disclaimer, go over our calls, make some predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. Remember, my calls can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Also, we're going to give thanks because tomorrow Rod David is having another one of his free open houses. You don't need a credit card. Go to this channel, learn from him. At Friday's close, we said bulls were in a must-perform mode. We said the pattern should be the one with the early low, which is this, and tomorrow should also have the early low. We said that I had much higher targets, but if this high held, I could justify a big drop first while that high didn't hold. Here's what we said. We took the high out early, so there never was a trade. As I said over the weekend, I didn't have any money risked on it, so no call. This was a pretty impressive rally, but it didn't impress MEJT, which has lower targets. It has a target of 45.29.15, most likely by early Wednesday, and 45.41.49, most likely by tomorrow's close. It's tough to go against a big rally like this, but if we don't gap up, that's my target. That's going to have to be the call. There is resistance to this high. This is an old FOMC announcement price. Look how we stopped right there, even though that announcement's pretty old now. We are going to go well over this red trend line, but we now have a Gann fan line. That's close enough for me. We stopped right there. You can also get it by connecting these points. So that's resistance too. Of course, if you gap over resistance, you can keep going higher. Nothing stops that. This is a pretty impressive move. But if we don't gap over it, I think we can pull back down to this gray trend line at least. And we have these lower targets. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low, which doesn't tell us where we open. There are lower targets. If we don't gap up smartly, the rules call for them to print. Gapping over the high of day with clear resistance and ignore a change in trend time based on the work of other people. If we don't gap up, we should trade lower, even if we don't close lower. But there are still higher targets out there, so whether we pull back or not, I tend to use pullbacks for long positions. But this is a wall into the close. We could easily gap up. That's not impossible at all. But if we don't, we have lower targets with support under those prices. It's the pattern with the early low. That's today's call.